Welcome back to Throttle Tribe. You don't need 20 grand for a reliable ride. These 14 cheap Japanese bikes are built to last. No breakdowns, no nonsense. From cruisers to adventure machines, they're the toughest bikes you can buy. Let's get into it. Number 14, Yamaha Bolt R-Spec. If you love the look and feel of a classic cruiser but want something that doesn't come with Harley-Davidson's price tag or maintenance baggage, the Yamaha Bolt R-Spec might be exactly what you're after. This stripped-down bobber delivers the raw attitude of a Harley Sportster, but in a more manageable and reliable package. At the heart of the Bolt R-Spec is an air-cooled 942 cubic centimeter V-twin engine that produces 65 horsepower and 59 pound-feet of torque. That's more torque than the Harley-Davidson 883, but in a lighter frame and with fewer complications. The engine is paired with Yamaha's modern fuel injection system, offering crisp throttle response, better fuel economy, and less headache than a carbureted system. Riders often praise how consistent and predictable the power delivery feels, especially around town and during short highway pulls. This bike also benefits from a 5-speed transmission that shifts smoothly and provides strong mid-range acceleration, perfect for city traffic or backroad cruising. It may not be built to race, but it's definitely built to last. Weighing in at 542 pounds wet, the Bolt R-Spec is noticeably lighter than most Harley-Davidson cruisers. That makes it easier to handle at low speeds, ideal for both newer riders and experienced ones who want something nimble. The seat height is set low at just 27 inches, helping you stay grounded and confident at stoplights and in slow-moving traffic. It's priced around $8,000, making it an accessible choice for riders looking for style and performance without breaking the bank. But if you want a retro cruiser with roots going all the way back to the 70s, wait until you see the next bike on the list. Number 13, Yamaha XS650. First introduced in the year 1970, it quickly built a reputation as one of the most reliable and accessible bikes of its time. Today, it still holds a cult following for good reason. It just keeps running. This bike is powered by an air-cooled 654 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine that delivers around 50 horsepower and about 37 pound-feet of torque. That might not sound like a powerhouse, but it's more than enough for relaxed cruising, city commuting, and even long-distance touring with the right setup. What made the XS650 such a winner was its simplicity. The air-cooled engine was engineered with a horizontally split crankcase, a design that drastically reduced the chances of oil leaks and made engine servicing far more straightforward than the competition. It was overbuilt in the best way, giving it incredible long-term durability. This is one of those bikes where owners routinely push past 75,000 miles with just basic maintenance. Change the oil, clean the carbs, replace the battery every few years, and it keeps going. That's the kind of bulletproof reputation Harley-Davidson riders wish they could get at this price point. At 485 pounds wet, it's got a little heft to it, but the bike never feels bloated. The ride is solid, grounded, and surprisingly nimble, especially when you compare it to modern cruisers that lean more toward excess weight, and with a price tag around $3,000, it delivers serious value without sacrificing performance. And speaking of retro, let's jump to a bike that brings vintage soul and modern comfort without the price tag. We've done all the research for you, and put the best ones in this video so you don't have to do your own. That's worth a like and subscription. Number 12, Suzuki Boulevard C50. This machine is the perfect choice for riders who want that classic cruiser look without breaking the bank or breaking down. With a liquid-cooled 805 cubic centimeter V-twin engine, this bike puts out a smooth 53 horsepower and 53 pound-feet of torque. It's not trying to set speed records. It's designed to deliver comfortable, stress-free riding with power that's always ready when you are. The engine is paired with Suzuki's fuel injection system, which ensures crisp throttle response, whether you're rolling through city streets or cruising the open road. One of the C50's biggest advantages is its shaft drive. Unlike chain-driven bikes that require constant cleaning, oiling, and adjusting, the shaft drive system is virtually maintenance-free. That means more time riding and less time wrenching, a huge plus for riders who value reliability and simplicity. Sitting on a wide, low seat with a height of just 27.6 inches, the Boulevard C50 is extremely approachable for riders of all sizes. It's especially friendly to those who might be intimidated by taller or heavier cruisers. At 611 pounds wet, it is just enough heft to feel stable on the highway while remaining manageable at low speeds or in parking lots. Suspension is tuned for comfort with telescopic front forks that soak up bumps in the road, while a link-type rear suspension offers a plush, stable feel, perfect for longer trips. The braking setup is simple but effective. A 290mm disc up front provides dependable stopping power, while a drum brake in the rear keeps costs and maintenance low. All of this comes at a price of $9,299, making it an affordable option for anyone looking to add a reliable cruiser to their collection. Looking for something lighter but just as reliable? The next bike is a dream for commuters and new riders alike. Number 11. Honda Rebel 500. At the heart of the Rebel is a liquid-cooled 471 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine that produces 45 horsepower and 32 pound-feet of torque. That may not sound like much, but it's more than enough to keep things fun, especially for city cruising and weekend adventures. And because it shares its engine with the CB 500 series, you already know it's built with reliability in mind. Honda detuned the engine specifically for the Rebel to give it a relaxed cruiser feel. The power comes on smooth and easy, making it approachable for beginners while still fun for more experienced riders. Its low-maintenance nature is a major reason why so many riders swear by it. Just change the oil, check the tires, and you're good to go for thousands of miles. Owners have reported hitting well over 50,000 miles on this bike with just basic upkeep. The Rebel's ergonomics are dialed in for comfort and control. It has a seat height of just 27.2 inches, which makes it one of the lowest cruisers on the market. That low profile makes it incredibly easy to manage at stoplights or in tight spots and gives riders of all sizes more confidence on the road. At 408 pounds wet, it's light enough to handle with ease, but still planted enough to feel stable at higher speeds. And with a price tag of around $8,399, it offers exceptional value for a bike that combines comfort, maneuverability, and performance. Style-wise, the Rebel 500 keeps it simple and clean. Blacked-out components, a minimalist frame, and a bobber-inspired look make it one of the better-looking small cruisers on the road. It's got enough attitude to turn heads but isn't trying too hard. But what if you want to take that same engine and throw it into an adventure-ready setup? Number 10. Honda CB 500X. This bike is an adventure-style motorcycle powered by the same liquid-cooled 471 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine found in the Rebel 500. In this form, it puts out 47 horsepower and 32 pound-feet of torque, tuned for mid-range power and long-distance comfort. Where the Rebel was built for city streets, the CB 500X is meant to stretch its legs on the open road and even take on a few light trails. It's the perfect entry-level adventure bike, offering a more upright riding position, taller suspension, and longer wheel travel. With a wet weight of around 430 pounds, it's still light enough to maneuver easily but feels more planted on rougher terrain or windy highways. It's priced around $7,300, making it one of the most affordable and capable adventure bikes you can buy. Reliability is where the CB 500X truly shines. This engine has a reputation for crossing the 60,000-mile mark with nothing more than routine maintenance. Riders across the world have taken this bike through cities, deserts, and back roads without a hiccup. The low-stress internals, solid cooling system, and simplified electronics mean fewer things that can go wrong. Exactly what you want in a dependable machine. The suspension setup is adventure-focused with a long-travel telescopic front fork and a preload adjustable rear shock. It smooths out rough pavement and handles gravel with ease. Braking is handled by a strong front disc and a rear disc setup with optional anti-lock braking system, giving you the stopping confidence you need for all kinds of road conditions. Fuel economy is also a standout feature with a 4.6-gallon fuel tank and excellent mileage. This bike can go well over 200 miles between fill-ups. That kind of range makes it perfect for touring on a budget. Now let's talk about this V-twin that'll outlast most cars and never asks for attention. Number 9. Kawasaki Vulcan 900 Custom. If you want the full-size cruiser experience without breaking the bank, the Kawasaki Vulcan 900 Custom is an unbeatable option. You can pick one up for $9,000, making it one of the best bang-for-buck cruisers on the market. This machine offers a big bike feel, sharp, modern styling, and low-maintenance reliability that's hard to top. It is powered by a liquid-cooled, 4-stroke V-twin engine that delivers 93 cubic centimeters of displacement. Riders get an impressive 50 horsepower and 58 pound-feet of torque, giving you plenty of pull whether you're riding through city streets or stretching it out on the highway. Despite its aggressive cruiser looks and long, low stance, the Vulcan 900 Custom is incredibly easy to handle. It weighs in at around 610 pounds, which is manageable compared to Harley-Davidson's heavier softail models. The seat height is a comfortable 27 inches, which keeps riders low to the ground for added stability at stops or in tight corners. Kawasaki gave the Vulcan a wide, drag-style handlebar and forward-mounted foot controls, creating a stretched-out riding posture that's ideal for cruising. The belt drive system offers a quieter ride than a traditional chain and requires far less maintenance. Add in the 5.3-gallon fuel tank, and you've got a bike built for long-distance comfort. Suspension duties are handled by a 41-inch front telescopic fork with 5.9 inches of travel and a unitrack rear suspension that delivers a smooth, cushioned ride over bumps and potholes. Braking power is delivered by a single 300mm front disc and a 270mm rear disc, providing strong, predictable stopping force. Now we go smaller, but don't be fooled. This next bike is one of the most indestructible machines ever built. Number 8. Honda Super Cub. Since its debut in 1958, over 100 million units have hit the road. Its step-through design, automatic clutch, and legendary Honda engineering make it an icon of simplicity and longevity. Prices typically start around $3,800, making the Super Cub one of the most affordable and proven machines you can own. At its core, the Super Cub runs a compact, air-cooled, 4-stroke single-cylinder engine ranging from 50 to 125 cubic centimeters, depending on the model. Horsepower typically hovers between 9 and 10, with around 8 pound-feet of torque. It may not sound like much on paper, but in practice, it delivers exactly what it's built for. Unmatched reliability, incredible fuel efficiency, and a smooth ride in any urban setting. Tipping the scales at just 240 pounds, the Super Cub is a featherweight that's easy to maneuver in tight traffic or park in narrow spaces. The seat height is a low 30 inches, which makes it incredibly accessible to new riders or anyone looking for a practical runabout. One of its most praised features is the semi-automatic transmission with no clutch lever. Just click through the gears and go. Combined with its nearly indestructible engine and low maintenance requirements, it's a commuter's dream. Change the oil, keep the chain lubed, and this thing will outlive your car. Visually, it sticks to the classic design that made it famous. Retro curves, a step-through frame, and minimal distractions on the dash. But under the vintage styling lies a machine that is tougher than it looks. Owners around the world report mileage well past 100,000 with minimal repairs, often riding daily in harsh conditions. Ready to go from lightweight legend to something with real off-road cred. Number 7. Suzuki DR200SE. It's built with a simple, rugged design that prioritizes durability over flash, and it's a favorite among riders who like to get dirty without worrying about complicated electronics or fragile parts. The Suzuki DR200SE comes in at $7,000, making it one of the most affordable full-size dual sport bikes on the market. Powering the DR200SE is an air-cooled single-cylinder 4-stroke engine with a displacement of 644 cubic centimeters. It delivers 43 horsepower and around 47 pound-feet of torque. It's carbureted, not fuel-injected, which some riders actually prefer for its simplicity and ease of repair on the trail. At just 366 pounds wet, the DR200SE is light enough for aggressive off-road riding but strong enough for highway cruising. The suspension setup includes a long-travel telescopic fork up front and a rear-link type coil spring with adjustable preload, giving it serious ability to soak up rocks, ruts, and anything else the trail throws at you. The seat height is a towering 34.8 inches, but it can be adjusted with a lowering kit. While this makes it more of a challenge for shorter riders, it also gives you the ground clearance needed for rough terrain. The 5-speed transmission is smooth and the clutch pull is light, perfect for both beginners and experienced off-roaders. The DR200SE's viral appeal comes from its bulletproof nature. Owners routinely report hitting 75,000 miles or more with nothing but regular oil changes and the occasional valve adjustment. There are no fragile electronics to fail, no liquid cooling system to worry about, and no plastic fairings to crack if you drop it. And while we're talking dual sport icons, the next bike has fat tires and a cult following. Number 6. Yamaha TW200. If you are looking for a motorcycle that feels like it can go anywhere and survive anything, the Yamaha TW200 might just be your perfect match. With its chunky tires, old-school design, and minimalist build, the TW200 has carved out a loyal fan base over its decades-long run, and for good reason. This machine is simplicity and durability in one affordable package. You can find one new for around $5,000, making it a true, budget-friendly dual sport. At the heart of the TW200 is a 196 cubic centimeter air-cooled 4-stroke single-cylinder engine. It makes around 16 horsepower and 11 pound-feet of torque. Not earth-shattering numbers, but that is not the point. This bike is not built for speed. It is built for dependability. And with its carbureted fueling system and stone-simple layout, the TW200 delivers a level of mechanical honesty that modern motorcycles often lack. Where the TW200 really stands out is its wide, balloon-like tire. These fat tires provide incredible stability on loose terrain, sand, gravel, and even snow. Paired with its ultra-low 31.1-inch seat height and low center of gravity, it is one of the most confidence-inspiring motorcycles for new riders or shorter folk. Wet weight comes in at just 278 pounds, making it incredibly manageable whether you are on a trail or in a tight urban alley. Riders have reported hitting over 50,000 miles with minimal maintenance, just regular oil changes, valve checks, and the occasional chain adjustment. Because of its simplicity, parts are cheap, and repairs are easy. There is also a huge aftermarket scene for upgrades, from larger fuel tanks to racks and storage kits for backcountry trips. But what about riders who want sporty performance without sacrificing reliability? Number 5. Kawasaki Ninja 650. For riders who want real-world performance without sacrificing reliability, the Ninja 650 stands out as a proven middleweight champion. Since the mid-2000s, it's been a favorite for canyon carving, daily commuting, and everything in between. At the heart of the bike is a 649 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine delivering about 68 horsepower and 48 pound-feet of torque. It's not about raw numbers, it's about usable power. This engine is smooth, under-stressed, and tuned for broad torque across the rev range, which means less strain and more longevity. Most new models land around $8,500, but the long-term value is where the Ninja 650 really shines. Many owners report clocking over 75,000 miles with nothing more than routine care, oil changes, valve checks, and chain maintenance. The bike is liquid-cooled, fuel-injected, and engineered to keep running day after day without drama. No finicky power band, no unpredictable behavior, just reliable, repeatable performance. With a wet weight of around 423 pounds, the Ninja 650 hits the sweet spot. Light enough to feel nimble, yet stable enough for high-speed confidence. A steel trellis frame and neutral ergonomics make it versatile for both spirited rides and long-distance comfort. Add in massive parts availability, a strong rider community, and a track record for outlasting expectations, and it's easy to see why this bike has earned such a loyal following. Not into the sport bike look? Don't worry, the next ride keeps things more understated, but it's every bit as dependable. Number 4. Suzuki SV650. Few motorcycles have earned the kind of trust the SV650 has. Revered by beginners and veterans alike, it's known for blending affordability, performance, and long-haul reliability like almost nothing else in its class. Introduced in the late 1990s, the SV quickly developed a cult following that's only grown stronger over time. At its core is a 645 cubic centimeter V-twin engine producing around 75 horsepower and 47 pound-feet of torque. It's not just the output, it's how that power arrives. Predictable, smooth, and forgiving, the SV delivers confidence on twisty back roads and in bumper-to-bumper traffic alike. Many owners have pushed these bikes beyond 80,000 miles with nothing but basic upkeep, oil changes, clutch swaps, and chain adjustments. That kind of durability isn't hype, it's earned. Weighing in at roughly 437 pounds wet, the SV feels light and flickable with a steel trellis frame that keeps things balanced in corners and stable at speed. Its low seat height and neutral ergonomics make it unintimidating for new riders, yet still fun for veterans looking to push the pace. There are no complicated ride modes or excessive tech here, just a 6-speed gearbox, dual disc brakes, fuel injection, and raw simplicity. And that's a good thing. It's easy to maintain, easy to modify, and supported by a massive global community. It's a bike that keeps things real, and it still does it all for well under $8,000 brand new, making it one of the smartest buys in the middleweight world. Whether you ride every day or only on weekends, the SV650 shows that sometimes less really is more. Now we're going big again with the touring king that literally lasts decades. Number 3. Honda Goldwing GL 1800. In the world of long-distance touring, Few names carry as much weight as the Goldwing GL 1800. This is not just Honda's flagship, it's the benchmark. Trusted by riders for over 2 decades, the Goldwing has built its reputation on unmatched comfort, engineering, and durability. At its core is an 1800 cubic centimeter flat-6 engine producing 125 horsepower and 125 pound-feet of torque. It's smooth, powerful, and shockingly refined, capable of climbing steep grades or cruising wide-open highways without breaking a sweat. And thanks to its under-stress design, this engine routinely logs over 300,000 miles with only basic care. Everything about the Goldwing is built to last. The shaft drive eliminates chain hassle. The liquid cooling system keeps temperature stable even in scorching heat or heavy traffic. The suspension is plush, soaking up road imperfections like a luxury car. And despite its 833-pound wet weight, it rides lighter than expected. Honda's clever chassis engineering keeps the bike balanced and easy to handle, even at parking lot speeds. Comfort is dialed in everywhere. Wide seats, generous passenger space, a huge windscreen, and thoughtful touches like heated grips and integrated luggage. It's a coast-to-coast machine engineered for serious riders who don't want to worry about breakdowns halfway through a journey. All of that, of course, comes at a premium price, with most models landing around $24,000, but for many, it's worth every penny. But let's come back to something smaller, cheaper, and just as bulletproof. Number 2, Kawasaki KLR 650. First launched in 1987, the Kawasaki KLR 650 has earned its reputation as one of the toughest, most dependable adventure bikes ever built. It's not flashy, not fast, but it flat-out refuses to quit. From daily commutes to cross-country treks and remote backwoods trails, the KLR has done it all and keeps doing it. At its core is a 652 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine that makes around 40 horsepower and 38 pound-feet of torque. Modest numbers, but that's by design. This bike isn't about high performance, it's about surviving abuse. Air-cooled and fuel-injected, the engine keeps things simple, reliable, and easy to maintain, no matter the weather or terrain. The 5-speed gearbox offers just enough flexibility for both low-speed climbs and steady highway cruising. At 432 pounds wet, the KLR feels stable without being a burden. Drop it, you can pick it up, hit the highway, it tracks confidently. And off-road, the 21-inch front wheel and long travel suspension eat up rocks, ruts, and potholes with ease. Its 6.1-gallon fuel tank is a game-changer, offering true long-distance range that's rare in this price range. Add in decent wind protection, modern touches like USB charging, digital gauges, and anti-lock braking systems, and you've got a bike that's as practical as it is durable. Most riders are surprised to learn all this comes in at $7,000. Proof that true adventure doesn't have to break the bank. Many riders report pushing their KLRs past 100,000 miles with just routine upkeep. It's built like a tank, priced for real people and trusted on every continent. Still think Japanese bikes don't have heart? The final one on this list just might change your mind. Number 1, Honda Rebel 1100. Think Japanese reliability can't come wrapped in cruiser style and loaded with real torque? The Rebel 1100 proves otherwise. Honda didn't just build a cruiser, they built a modern muscle machine that's redefining dependability on 2 wheels. At its heart is an 1182 cubic centimeter parallel twin, borrowed straight from the legendary Africa Twin. It cranks out 86 horsepower and 72 pound-feet of torque, delivering effortless acceleration with low-end grunt and high-speed punch. Whether you're ripping through city traffic or cruising coastal highways, the power delivery is smooth, responsive, and always ready. It's liquid-cooled and ride-by-wire equipped, giving you crisp throttle control in any condition. And for riders who want simplicity, the optional dual-clutch transmission makes gear changes disappear. Just twist and go. Weighing around 487 pounds wet, the Rebel is nimble for a big cruiser. A low seat height under 28 inches makes it incredibly approachable, especially for shorter riders. The riding position is neutral and relaxed thanks to mid-mounted foot controls and slightly swept-back bars. Comfort and control come from a 43mm front fork and piggyback rear shocks that soak up rough roads. Braking is sharp and stable with a front 330mm disc and rear disc brake setup. Whether you're a seasoned rider or a newcomer, the Rebel 1100 offers a blend of performance, comfort, and reliability that's hard to beat. That wraps up our list of the toughest, most reliable Japanese bikes. Which one's your favorite? Drop a comment below and let us know. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more motorcycle content, and as always, ride safe. See you in the next one.